truck? I thought it was. Were you stuck there for a minute?
No, I was stuck. I was trying to see how much clutch would grab. I was trying to pull it through the brakes. Generally, it will kill the truck, but the motor didn't want to stop it. It just kept dragging through the brakes. So I did it.
No? Oh, yeah. Here's a pair. Yeah, those are covered in dirt.
Well, it feels good for feels pretty good at days. I did that clutch pull there. Generally what it will do is it will kill the motor, but what it was trying to do is drag the brakes. The motor did not want to give up. I got it set exactly the way the factory says to set them.
Was it hard to pull that jack out from underneath the truck? Was that hard?
I can't see anything in the sun. Pulling what?
That big transmission jack. Did you have a hard time pulling that big transmission jack?
It's easier getting it out than it was putting it up.
I'm sure.
Of course, you know, after I've had what? 4 or 5 days of working. Well, not really. I've had 3 days, but my body is starting to get conditioned to doing all that mechanical work. So the thing that was getting me in the beginning is I was just not conditioned to do that kind of work. You know, every job that you do, and it's a new job, you use a different set of muscles. And for a couple days, a few days, you know, your muscles have to recuperate from not being used, doing whatever you're doing, which you've never done before. I know my butt cheeks are still hurt, but that's just because I got jabbed from all them rocks. And my muscles hurt too. But I did better today than I did the first day. So I could hold my head up a little longer. You know, when you're working underneath, these muscles right here in your neck and your chest get used a lot. Because you're constantly holding your head up and working with your hands. That doesn't sound like much, but lay on your back sometime and just hold your hands up. And all this underneath your chin, all those muscles, all the way down to your stomach get worked. And I'm sore over there. Especially after the first day or two. Used to, I could heal up in 10 minutes when I was in 20. Now it takes forever. And the sun is blinding.
Yeah, it's the sun going down hour. It's in the 4 o'clock hour. It'll be dark by 5 o'clock.
Can't see anything.
Sure miss those days in the summer when the sun was still up at 7, 8 o'clock. But at least it's January and December is over with.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I was asked if there was any warning signs, and yeah, there was some warning signs. I mentioned it before I got home for Thanksgiving. In one of my videos, I was going into Taylor there to deliver, and when I was coming down the ramp, I couldn't hardly get the truck out of the gear. And I was like, what the heck's going on with this thing? It don't ever do that. Well, I thought, well, maybe it was something to do with the synchros. Maybe I should check the oil or something. But that was the first sign that the clutch was going out. But it wasn't a normal clutch wear thing. I mean, you guys have all seen how the ribbons got ripped out of the center. That's not a normal can they give you room? Because they don't know what's going on. They don't know what you need. So you just got to show them. I need both lanes. Get out of my way. So when you're hauling wide loads, anytime you see a barrier on the side of the road or a bridge, a truck has to get in the center. And you can't, because his load's going to be going over the side of the road. So if he just stays like with the vehicle normally going down the road, it'll hit the barrier and or whatever's over there, concrete, hose, whatever, and well, you're in trouble then. So it's up to you to just get in the center of the road. This is my road. See, I'm coming around. I can't get that. I mean, that's just what you have to do as an oversized load. You just have to do that. Lots of times you have pilot cars to help you, but I never had a pilot car. I had to see what was coming up ahead of me, and I knew I had to take the road. I just had to get over, and I wouldn't let nobody pass me. They'd be mad, flipping me out. Hey, you held me up for a half a thousandth of a second. You a-hole.
Stephen. But now,
on a tight road like this always reminds me of hauling wide loads.
but now I thought that you have had a load where you've had a pilot car. Haven't you had a load like that?
I don't believe I've ever had a pilot car.
Oh, but you've taken wide
I've had
loads.
oversized loads and wide loads.
But you've never had a pilot
You
car.
know, they have to be over so many dimensions before you get a pilot car. Plus, there are certain states that you have to have pilot cars. But I never had a pilot car. I only did it that 1 year, and I had like 7 tickets. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I gotta quit. I wasn't making any more freaking money doing it. I was like, I ain't making any more. In fact, I'm making less money because I have to go around all these roads that they make you go around. You can't go through construction and stuff. So it was eating up more of my time, and I was making less money and got like 7 tickets in less than a year. I was like, man, this is stupid. I'm not doing this no more. They didn't like it. Too bad. I ended up quitting because I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to do a bunch of extra. You don't make hardly any money driving a truck as an owner-operator anyway. All your money goes back to your business. If it doesn't go back to your business, the tax man will make sure you take it. If they take it, so you better sink all your money back into your business, or a tax man will be there to gimme.
Yeah.
So they're really not a big. You're not gonna get. I mean, you know, as a single truck, you're not gonna get big. You're just making a paycheck, you know. So I'll be darned if I'm gonna do a whole bunch of extra work for the same amount of money, or less money in that case.
So how's the truck feeling? I mean, does it feel like it's
Feels good. It feels better than it did than it has in a while. Like I said, when I was over there in Taylor, PA, before November, I noticed that there was something wrong with it.
but you couldn't quite pinpoint it, I guess.
No, I mean, I don't have X-ray vision, but I knew it had something to do with the tranny. So, no, it feels real good.
So we just
Comes
made
out
one.
of gear real easy. It's pulling real good.
We made one big circle. Is what we did. We made a circle.
Yeah, that's our block. That's how big our block is.
Yeah, we made a block.
It's like 5 or 8 miles or something like that. I know the truck's happy. It's got 70 pounds of oil pressure, running at 180 degrees, purring like a kid. Dirty. Let's put a wash job. I'll put a tarp all over them tools. I'll pick them up tomorrow. It's too
Is it? By how much? By how much?
I don't know, but I never had that trouble getting in and out of the driveway with the Peterbilt, so it just tells you it's longer.
Take that pole down.
I think he leaves it there because he knows it's in my way.
You think he does it on purpose?
Sometimes I run over it on purpose. Like right now. And that's how much room I need. If I hit it, I hit it. Look at that cool looking F-150 sitting there. Them hardly